What is going on, everybody? So, it is real freaking cold. Right now, I think it's about 10 degrees. I'm pretty sure we're getting down to about -2 tonight. So, that cold front that's been coming in from the west is finally starting to hit us. It has been snowing like crazy. I was out till 10:30 last night plowing. It wasn't a bunch. We got about 6 inches or so, but it was enough that we had to deal with it. So, today was just kind of a cleanup day. It's been a cleanup day and a prep day. These super cold days are tough if you raise livestock. And if you're in northern climates and raise livestock, you already know that. I'm not telling you anything new. So we've been running around, we've been prepping everything. We also have very exciting news. And you can't see him because he's being shy over there. But we brought our new boar home. His name is Red, and he is a real handsome boy. And if he ever stops drinking water, I just thought out, behind fourth wall break, I filmed a part before this. This is the intro, but it's going to be cut in a way as if, oh, hey, by the way, I'm just going to go over and thaw those nipples out. So when it gets to that point, just act surprised. So we brought him home. We got a screaming deal on him. He's gorgeous. He's very similar to the genetics we've worked with before. So we're going to try him out. He is an absolute sweetheart. He's super friendly. And yeah, I've only had him for a day. So that's pretty much all I can give you right now. There's part of him. I'll move out of the way a little bit. And we'll go in there and chat about him a little bit more once we're done with the intro. But yeah, no. So this winter, these cold weather temps, they're always fun. It's always interesting. Something always breaks. Nothing has yet. Knock on wood. And it's all about being prepped, preparing yourself, having your farm, homestead, whatever ready, having all of your backups ready just in case something doesn't work, extra water heaters, extra nipples, extra buckets, just having things around to make your life easy. Because when you're dealing with negative temperatures in livestock, it's never a dull moment. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to walk around for a bit, and we're going to show you some stuff. All right, Mama, you got to move. I'm using the blowtorch. All right, come on. All right, so this is the hard part about these nipples. They work fantastic, but I mean, right now I'm pretty sure it's about 10 degrees. So we got these filled. There is a water heater inside, and it's a 100-gallon water heater for a 55-gallon barrel, so it does a good job of keeping it thawed. The hard part is, of course, these are metal, dealing with water. It's 10 degrees. Doesn't work out very well. So you do have to do some maintenance with them. All right, everyone needs to get out of the way. So all I do is just come in here with the blowtorch and thaw them out. Obviously, you do not want to hit the plastic like I just did because it is PVC and you will melt it. And you just got to periodically check it. Another important thing is that once you do get it thawed, get some snow on it quick. No hanky-panky while I'm right here. Please. Get out of here. We have a lot of supervisors on this job. I know, Mama. It's all right. He's going to be fine. He's trying to get you in the mood. It's okay. All right, so we're almost there. It does freeze up into the tube a little bit, but that's why I always try to make sure that these are pushed in as far as they can. So that way most of the actual pipe stays thawed out. This barrel has 3 on it. I'll usually just try to get 2 down. Going forward, I'm pretty much just going to leave it at, there it is. There, it's nice and flowing now. But again, you don't just want to superheat this thing and then just leave it, because then all of a sudden, oh, I guess we're still not fully thawed. So, more than likely, what I think happened is this got drained down a little bit. More than likely, the pipes were out of the water that was left in there, so the pipes are probably a little frozen. These are all freed up, and there's no water left on them. So, yeah, there's water coming out of this one. All right. So we're good. As long as we got one, they'll work it, and they'll get the rest of the everything else frozen, and it being completely full and having the water heater in there. The rest of this will thaw out. I always try to make sure, especially going into super, super, super cold temps, make sure all my water is filled. So that way the water heater's working to maximum efficiency and everything is staying thawed. Because the last thing you want to do is start bucket brigading water in -2 temps. Which, again, more than likely, I'll still have to be. That's the hard part about these nipples. They work great. You do sometimes have to replace them, as you've seen me do. And when you get to these cold temps, it's tough. It's metal. You're dealing with water, and it's -2. So you just kind of have to look at that and kind of figure it out as you go along. All right. So we're going to go ahead and head in here with the breeders. I got a mulch bale yesterday. I was lucky enough that one of my customers, Denise, who was on Meet the Critters podcast, had some old junk mulch bales that she didn't need anymore. So we broke those up, and my fantastic neighbors came over with their skid steer and popped them in. So one of the biggest preps is making sure everybody is very well insulated. So we loaded this up, and as you can see, the girls are all cuddled in there and ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and turn this camera around and show you the star of the show, at least for today's episode. So this is Red. He is a 2-year-old boar. He is Mangalitsa, Ossabaw, Duroc, Yorkshire cross. And he is an absolute sweetheart. Yeah. Getting him on the trailer was not exactly great. And it was super nice. He's came nipple trained, came electric fence trained. Not that our electric fence is much at the moment, but he is. So we are looking forward to seeing what he produces. He has been trying for sure to get the job done, but naturally the girls just finished their cycle. I just did a TikTok on how to show your pigs were in heat. Tally was in full heat about 2 days before we brought him home, and man, he's really going for it. He has been super friendly with the girls. Again, I've had boars come in that the girls hated and they fought constantly with. I've had boars come in where the boars didn't get along and they fought constantly, and it was not great. These guys are through peas in a pod. They've been super, super good. Fiona is a little hesitant. Again, with her being a gilt, she's not used to this. This is all new to her. Tally is a little more used to what happens here. Oh, that wind is cold. But again, the girls are all cuddled in under the hay. He's out running around like crazy. His name's Red because, as you can see, he does have a reddish coat. If you look at him just at a distance, he is just all black. But once you get up close to him, he is a freaking gorgeous pig. I'm not going to lie to you, this pig stole my heart a little bit. And definitely put some thoughts on Nino's future. Because again, I mean, this is a very similar planning to what I was planning on doing with Nino, and it's kind of already done. And he's an absolute sweetheart. So the genetics are do come from the same spot that we got Senor from. So the genetics are very similar. So we'd be working with very similar genes that we're looking for. So I don't know. We're gonna breed them out. We're gonna see what happens. Oh, look at that gorgeous sunset. So we'll go over. We'll take a walk over and see the feeders. They're doing great. They're getting big. This is hard to do with one hand. All right. So General is all tucked in. He's still in the stall from all the storms we've been getting. It hasn't made much sense to move him back out into the big paddock because, again, there's not a ton of good shelter out there for him. He's getting a little stir crazy, but I get it. Another important thing is we went and got all of our feed yesterday, loaded everything up, got it ready so that we're not running around trying to deal with stuff. Want to say hi, Bubba? Yeah, hi, handsome. Yeah, he's pissed. He does not like being in here. You're all right. All right. So, once again, my neighbors brought in their case backloader. It was a little tight getting in here. So, luckily I was able to tear up a decent amount of that hay and roll it in here already. So I was only bringing in the middle chunk of it. So we left a little bit of it there. Everybody is so excited to see Dad. And I was able to roll the rest of it in here. So they're going to go through. They'll go through and tear all this up. If you're not giving your pigs hay, one, you definitely should because it's good for them. They will eat some of it, but again, it makes fantastic bedding material. Once it breaks down, it's amazing fertilizer, carbon into the system, this, that, the other, blah, 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 blah. But it's super just fun to watch them because they play with it like crazy. They run around, they get excited, they grab a chunk in their mouth and run around with it. Why are you hitting me? Huh? Why? Why are you hitting me? I love you. Stop being mean to me. But these guys are doing fantastic. There's little Carmen. Hi, Mama. She is the sweetest little pig. Hi, hi, hi. Yes, all these guys are so good. They're so friendly. I could not be happier with how they're turning out. But yeah, as you can see, they're going to tear through this in no time. So that way they'll be able to just bed in it. They'll tunnel in it, get all underneath it. If I come out tomorrow morning, more than likely they'll all be underneath it. But these guys have been handling this cold weather like a champ, which, again, it's the main reason that I bred them this way, is I wanted to make sure they had a little extra fat and a little extra hair to go through weather like this. It's one of those things, knowing that you're going to be raising pigs through the winter, you kind of got to plan for it. Yorkshires would be having a real hard time right now. And I've seen it. I've seen some Yorkshires that have really been shedding weight with these cold temps, and that's something you run into. And then you look at this butterball right here. He's not shedding any weight. He's got his little chunks. I've been having some people out checking them out. They are looking fantastic, and everyone does mention they are 5 months old. They are a little small for 5 months. They're not crazy, they're not crazy out of whack for 5 months, but they're a little small. And that's, again, something you're going to deal with the Ossabaw and the Mangalitsa in there. And why I am now thinking that maybe with Red already having some Duroc and Yorkshire in there, that the third gen of this kind of breeding program might go a little better with a couple of those bigger production breeds in there. So we'll have the same amount of genetics, or the same percentage of genetics of Manga and Ossabaw in there with a little more production. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Well, kids, it is freezing cold. My phone is about to shut off because it is so cold. I am gonna get everything set up. We'll probably feed these guys quick, and that's gonna be it for me. I'm going inside next to the wood stove. Gotta thaw all this ice out of my beard. That's a good look. I appreciate you guys watching. Please stay tuned to. Let me get over this fence. Please tune in this weekend to on Saturday. Meet the Critters. Me and Joe are going to be breaking down the Prime Act, the act that is trying to go through Congress right now with Thomas Massey and Joel Salatin, kind of helping out smaller producers and things like that, and going through custom exempt butcher shops. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to break down a video talking about that, talking about our experiences with it, and then more than likely going off on a rant about something. So please stay tuned to that. And also, I think this might be the first time I'm announcing it, not on a podcast. I will be at Kentucky Sustainable Living Festival in Bowling Green, Kentucky on March 23rd and 24th. Tickets are available right now. KentuckySustainableLiving.com. I'm going to be doing a butchering demonstration. I'm going to be doing a knife sharpening demonstration. I'm going to be all over that place. We're going to be running around like crazy. We're going to be selling merch and just talking to everyone. So if you are in that area, please go out and buy tickets. I know we got a couple other good speakers there. I know some I can't really mention at the moment. But it's going to be a fun time. Jason from Kentucky Sustainable Living obviously is going to be there. He's the one turning it on. He's fantastic. We're going to have a good old fun time. So if you are in the Kentucky area or bordering areas, please go ahead and buy tickets to that. It's like $30. For the amount of stuff that you're going to get for $30, the amount of information you'll get, it's completely worth it. So make sure you go check that out. So until next time, we will see you guys later.